Hello again. Welcome to Homeowners Cafe. This is another video to teach you guys how to get the most out of your insurance policy. For those of you who are new to my channel, I want you to know that I am here to help. I've been insurance adjusting for about 8 years now, and I must say, out of all of my experiences, I always get about 98% of insureds that don't understand the basic terminology of their policy because they just have not taken the time to read and understand their policy. Now, this happens because when you're closing on a home, it's very seldom that you actually have someone going over what the policy actually covers with you. The agents typically just don't do that when you're closing on a home. You would actually probably have to take the time to go into an agent's office and ask them to explain your policy to you. Because when you're closing on a home, typically they'll just give you the closing costs with the insurance policy added into it with the lowest deductible. What we're going to talk about today is the things that are hidden in your policy in order to get you a low deductible. There's an endorsement called roof surfaces endorsement. And what this endorsement is that the older your roof gets, the less your insurance policy will pay for it. So if you start off and your roof is 19 years old when you do a claim, even if you've been paying on your policy for 19 years, your insurance company will only pay you 45% to get that roof replaced. So that means your insurance company will come out, they will inspect your roof, and they'll say, hey, you need a new roof, and it's going to cost you $60,000 to replace your roof. However, we're only going to give you 45% of that. You got to come up with the rest of it out of your pocket, plus your deductible, because you have the roof surface endorsement. And imagine if your roof is 25 years old. The older your roof, the less your policy will pay for it. And a lot of people don't know. You will be surprised the amount of people, when I do my initial contact, I'm talking to them and I'm like, hey, did you know that you have a roof surface extended coverage endorsement on your policy? And they're like, what is that? And then I tell them and they're upset because they're like, oh my goodness, I have to come up with this expensive deductible and 45 to 55% to take care of my roof. This is why it's very important to read and understand your policy. When you get your policy, go to your agent's office, ask your agent questions about the things that may be hidden in your policy. Another thing that's hidden in a lot of policies is the fact that if you have something of high value, you have to have it scheduled and appraised in order for your insurance company to honor how much it is. Let's say, for an example, you buy a painting and the painting actually increases in value every year, but you initially only paid $100 for the painting. Now you've had the painting for 40 years and it's worth $10,000 and the painting has gotten damaged. The insurance company is not going to pay you $10,000 for that painting unless you have it scheduled or appraised and it's written into your policy. They're going to find a painting that looks just like the one that you have or something as close to it as possible, and that's what they're going to pay you for it. Or they're going to pay you the $100 because that's what your receipt says. Because your insurance company owes for like, kind, and quality. Also, I want to teach you guys how to get the most out of your inspection, because I want you to understand your policy, guys. In my 8 years of doing this, I just keep seeing the same thing happen over and over. Whenever your inspector comes out, when you call your insurance company and you open a claim, what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to say, hey, I'm your insurance adjuster. These are the endorsements that you want to watch out for on your policy. Now, what an endorsement is, it is an addition to your policy to specify the value of certain items, specify special coverage limits. Whenever your inspector comes out, what you want to do, if physically able, you want to walk around your property with your inspector. Now, I'm not going to tell you to get on top of a roof. That's dangerous. But if you have damages to your siding, if you have damages to your pergola, if you have damages to your patio, you have damages to your interior ceiling, to your walls, to your floors, you want to walk around your property with your inspector. When they come over, don't just say, do your thing, I'm leaving it to you. No, walk around your property with your inspector. Point out the issues that you are concerned about. Now, when you're walking around your property and you're pointing out the issues that you are concerned about, Hopefully before that's happened, you've cracked open your policy and you've went under losses we cover and losses we do not cover. Because oftentimes when the settlement happens and an insured is unhappy with it, they like to call a lawyer. And I'm here to let you know you're going to be out of more money because you're going to have to pay the lawyer, and the policy is the policy. So it's like you're paying a lawyer because you think that they're going to be able to get around the policy, but the policy is a legal binding document. And there's plenty of times I've spoken to a lawyer and the lawyer haven't even read the policy. So before you spend your money on a lawyer, read your policy. Go to your agent, ask them to explain the policy to you. Or when you're reading your policy, if you don't understand it, Google it. Come to my channel, subscribe so that you can always get new updates and you can understand your policy and how it works. So let's go over this again. I want you guys to understand your policy owes for like, kind, and quality. For everything that has value to you, it is important to keep the receipts if you are a homeowner. And even if you're not a homeowner, if you live in an apartment and you have a lot of contents, which are things like sofas, furniture, jewelry, games, gaming system, televisions, you want to keep your receipts, or you want to be able to access it on your bank account statements or at least your email, because you have to prove your loss, guys. You have to prove your loss. And a lot of times when insureds open claims, and as a insurance company, we request certain documents, they get frustrated. And they're like, well, what's your job? My job is to pay you for the damages. But your job as the insured is to prove to me what damages you have. You have to prove to me that these things are damaged. If it's possible for you to show me how it looked before it got damaged, I want to see that too. Say, for an example, you're out of the house for the weekend, a pipe bursts and it leaks onto your floors. And once you make it home, your wood have buckled, your tile is damaged, your tile is cracking now. Before you have a company to come in and tear that flooring out, you need to take a photo so you can show the insurance company, hey, I was gone. When I came home, this is what I came home to. But don't worry, I'll call someone out to fix it. They've torn my floors up, but I can show you how it looked and why I had to tear it up. So you need to make sure that you have the details, the proof of your claim. All right, guys? So hopefully this video has been very informative and very educational to you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in learning more about your homeowner's policy. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get these free tips. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Have an amazing day. Bye.